Yes. So, from Bubble Serpent, who said, could profession material collecting be a way to give use to old content? You know, materials you need for current item levels being found all over Azeroth. You know, there's pros and there's cons there, because it's certainly convenient to the player experience when the Shadowlands stuff is in Shadowlands.
Yep.
I'm not sure. I'll tell you, I definitely agree with your goal. As in, Azeroth matters more.
Yeah.
I think there's got to be a way to do that via professions.
You would hope so.
I wonder. I mean, there's probably something they could do for like loads of old models and stuff. You know, adding them in maybe as cosmetic sets.
Yeah.
You know, sort of craft to unlock them. I mean, a bunch of that already does exist in the game, but maybe they could do more there.
Yeah, there's the possibilities are so insane for like how to fit all that stuff in. It's just a matter of how do you fit it in a way that's not kind of one and done. Well, the answer then is either make it really long and grindy, or make so much of it that people have this massive thing to do. So it's like I guess it's a matter of that would need to be an expansion feature, I guess. That would need a big expansion feature where you can go do all this old stuff. And then that's...
I think it would be good if they did that.
Be great.
Yeah, I think there's the people are dying to go back to the old world. Actually have that stuff, you know, be relevant. So, yeah, I think anything there would be well received. Yeah. Laser Eye 57, Super saying, Bellular or Mike should... up in the next BlizzCon Q&A panel, shirtless with a big drum, bang bang, come on Blizz, bang bang, score some fucking goals,
score some fucking
bang
goals,
bang,
come on Blizzard,
go full North FC on them.
Oi, come on Blizzard.
Yep, that's it. Love me misses, hate Titan Forging. That's it.
Love it written. Love expertise.
This is going to be so confusing to people who don't know.
8 versatility.
Yeah.
Simple as.
You know what? If you don't know what that is, Google North FC. Clearly, Laser Eye say, man of culture.
Unless you're English and particularly thin-skinned.
Yes, it is basically taking the piss out of like English sort of football. I don't know,
culture
of some aspect of it, some slice of it or something.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay, that's fun. We got from Lucas Fonseca, who said, less QA is better QA. What I mean by this is having a modern and robust dev process with lots of automated tests allows for QA to focus more on player experience and less on silly bugs. Riot Games is very good on this.
Yeah.
It's sort of thing interesting, and I agree. I just don't know exactly what Riot's tools are. I mean, I can at least speak to some of our stuff. I mean, a similar studio, I mean, not similar. They're far larger than us, but Inkle.
Yeah.
I mean, Inkle's actually, I mean, I don't know in terms of headcount, because I think Inkle's not particularly massive, but, you know, Inkle, big branching narrative games like Heaven's Vault, 80 Days, they just released a game like a few days ago that seems really, really cool. It's like a whodunit where, you know, the answer is you done it. So it's like sort of framing people and stuff. It seems dope. But to actually QA how all of their, man, it's beautiful. Some of the back end structuring to allow just how natural the dialogue is there, and we're, you know, I think we can do a bunch of that too. But they have automated things, like they have an auto player. We actually have a bit of an auto player as well that we've developed for automated QA testing, and some of that core tech we might be able to roll into a game feature. So that's like one example from what we're doing. I think, though, for Blizzard and all of their stuff, must be really hard. I mean, just given how many times you can fall through the world, or, you know, you used to be way more prevalent, but, you know, you fell rush and something breaks. I just remember one day where there's like 3 times I used disengage. It just would DC me. Yeah. I think we were all on Discord, and we were like, oh, you DC, or did you disengage again? I was like, yep, that's why I've DC'd.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, I don't know exactly what this means, because I don't know exactly what Riot does and what Blizzard does, but I 100% agree in principle. And I imagine Blizzard would also 100% agree in principle, which does make you wonder, is the reason why it's maybe not as good for them, is that like an engine reason? Is it some sort of fundamental thing where it's really hard to do that with WoW being an older game?
Possibly.
I don't know. I mean, it's speculation. But
I will say World of Warcraft has been... I think largely less buggy. I have experienced significantly fewer bugs in, like, say, late BFA and Shadowlands Whereas I remember there were a lot more in Legion and early BFA. That felt like engine stuff, felt like movement stuff. Like movement stuff was the important one that I always felt. And like launching yourself under terrain. And that stuff feels like it's happening a lot less. But then I am dicking around a lot less. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
I spend a lot less time finding ramps to chi torpedo off.
That was very fun to do.
Or playing a Demon Hunter and trying to fell rush up mountains. That kind of thing, where I'm doing that less, so I can kind of see, but it's definitely felt less buggy, at least in the basic stuff. I still find a lot of bugs in quests, in just kind of how quests are structured. So I don't really know I don't really know how you could, like, what the actual structure internally is for that to actually function.
Yeah.
Because there's bugs that I find, like, how do you have bugs about phasing now? How have you had the same fundamental type of bug since 3 expansions ago? Which obviously means, like, you could go, well, it's obvious, it's the same problem, just fix it, forehead. But it's like, it's clearly something.
Yeah,
Clearly
that's
something
not
breaks.
fixed, tells you.